Hi everyone, I'm Pat Prokop in the Heavenly Backyard Garden. Now tonight I'm going to be seeking a galaxy far, far away. It's NGC 4565, also known as the Needle Galaxy. It looks kind of like a needle up in the sky. So stay with me as I go through the night tracking this galaxy and recording this galaxy and see what we get. Welcome to Heavenly Backyard Astronomy. Now the telescope that I'm using is the Celestron 11-inch EdgeHD. It has a focal length of 2,800 millimeters. However, I do have the 0.7x reducer on there, and that will take the focal length down below 2,000 millimeters. And the camera that I'm using will be the ASI 071 MC Pro. It is a one-shot color camera. Now the filter I'm going to be using on this tonight is the Optolong L-Enhance filter. This filters out much of the light that's between the red and the green, which is basically light pollution, and the glow from the moon. The moon tonight is just past first quarter. It's just a sliver past first quarter. So in other words, it's going to be very bright. Now the sky is relatively clear, and hopefully it will remain clear throughout the night. So I should be able to tune into this target. Now the guide scope that I'm using is still a off-axis guider. It's mounted on top of the scope. I'm still not comfortable with my off-axis guider. I have not been getting some good results with it. I'm working on that, but right now I have the trusted 240 millimeter guide scope on top of the telescope itself, and I have a ASI mini guide scope on that, and I forgot the number. There it is on top of the screen right there, the number itself. But it's a wide angle, a wide pixel guide scope, so it gives me a good field of view. And it tracks pretty good. So we're going to see how well it tracks tonight. I have a Windows 10 computer connected to the telescope itself, and that will remote into my office upstairs where I can control the scope there. So everything is all set. I'm going to put the hood on the scope in just a minute, and then all I have to do is wait for the sun to set. Right now it's just set, but we're still in that twilight time. Now here in the southeast United States, here in the June, this is June 7th, our twilight time is it's long, but it's still not as long as it is up to my friends in the northern portions of Europe, up in England and in Norway, Belgium. I hear your twilight time goes on to what, like 11 o'clock at night, and then it starts getting light at 3 o'clock in the morning. But here, I'll get total dark by about 9:30, and then it won't get light until 5 o'clock in the morning. So I have a good 7 hours or so of imaging time here in the month of June at my latitude. I'm at 32 degrees north latitude. So we're going to give it a shot, a galaxy far, far away. So stay with me. Let's take a look at NGC 4565. All right, I'm inside right now, and I just turned the power on to the telescope downstairs, so let's connect to that. And this is going to be on telescope number 3. Right there it is, right there. All right, I'm ready to go. Now the first thing that I do is connect a power box. So I make sure I got power going to all my peripherals. Connected. Well, that's a good start. That one connected. Now the next thing I do with the Celestron CGX mount is open up CPWI, the Celestron PWI software, which connects to my computer downstairs and to the telescope itself. And here I have my options of connecting Wi-Fi, the hand controller, which a lot of people use. I don't like using the hand controller. Or on this particular example, I can connect directly to the mount via its USB port. So let's do that. And it's connecting. And what I just want to do is a quick align. I don't have to worry about setting up star sense and all that, I could just go quick align and begin alignment. And it asked me for the system to move to the home switch, which is pointing to the north celestial pole. So yes, ready. The mount is ready, and now it's homing to its home position. It was kind of like already near it. I was pointing it in that direction, so it's just fine tuning it right now. It should be ready momentarily. There it is. All right, it's ready. So it's connected. All right. Now I like using the all sky. All right. We're going to look at the moon in just a minute, but let's connect our other features. And with that, I want to connect the N.I.N.A. I'm going to be using N.I.N.A tonight, nighttime imaging in astronomy. I think I'm going to be needing to upgrade to the new 2.0 software release. I've been using the beta, but last week they upgraded the beta to the new release. So let's see what happens here. Okay, load the profile. So let's take a look at the profile here. The camera that I'm going to be using is the ASI 071 MC Pro. So let's look on that. The other camera, by the way, the guide camera is the 174 Mini. All right, but we don't want to connect to that. The PHT-2 is going to connect to that. So what I can do here now is, before I connect everything, I just want to tune the telescope and see if I can find the moon on the first try. Sometimes it does and sometimes it doesn't. But to do that, since the moon is so bright, I use SharpCap for that. So let's just open up SharpCap. So in N.I.N.A, I did not connect to anything yet. So connecting to SharpCap. And I need to really learn SharpCap more, because this 4.0, actually this is the 3.2 version. I have 4.0 on it too, and it is really, really good. So let's connect to the camera right there, and I'm just going to crank up the game. Well, it's already cranked up all the way. Now I'm not seeing much at all at the moment. Let's bring it up to about a second. That's a half a second, just for funsies. There's some clouds passing through here right now. There's one deck of clouds, and then behind that it's clear. As a matter of fact, let's take a look at the satellite imagery. I can do that over here on my weather and nature page. Go to the satellite views here, satellite menu, quick satellite view of the southeast United States. That's where I live. There you can see I am right in this area here. But let's look at a high resolution infrared image. And see that little patch of cloud right there? That's over my house. That's it. These clouds are going to dissipate right here, and these clouds should stay to the north of us. That little patch of clouds right there is passing over, and it should be out of here momentarily. I live right here, right where the finger is pointing. Not that I'm giving myself the finger, no. That's where my telescope is right now, my house, right here. Okay, now everybody knows where I live? All right, here we go, back out of the picture. So the moon is just barely visible. I think I can still see it. The clouds are thin enough. So let's try to go to the moon. All right, here's the moon right here. All right, let's tell CPWI, Celestron, to go to the moon. There it goes. It took off. Let's go back to, what do you call this? SharpCap. Let's see what happens here. Okay, I just came back inside. That cloud is just being a devil out there. It's just sitting, not moving all that much. There's the moon. While I'm at it, I can just use this as centering add the moon to the model, and it is centered in my eyepiece right now, and I added it to the model, so it kind of like knows where the moon is. So that helps with the calibration, even though I didn't need to do that when I go into the N.I.N.A, because N.I.N.A, as long as you're close, within a couple of degrees, not minutes but degrees, it'll find your target through plate solving. but not if you have this right here. That's total cloud cover. I'm still waiting it out. Let's see, I started this about 8:30. It's now 9:18, so we're moving along here slowly. 9:17 according to that clock. All right, does this sound any better? I just realized I didn't have the microphone centered properly, but anyway, this should sound better. That cloud is just about out of the view of the moon right now. It's still bits and pieces of it moving over the moon, as you can see, but I did get it fairly close to focus. I'll do an autofocus once I can latch onto a star, but it looks pretty close right now. And yeah, well, while I'm waiting, this is a good time to get a little refreshment here, a little draft beer. It's been an hour now trying to get this cloud, a little piece of a cloud that just continues to haunt me. Now my target is not that far away from the moon. As a matter of fact, let's find it on the CPWI first of all. See if I can find it on CPWI. Let's go ahead and close out these. Let's go to find target, local database. Let's see if it can find NGC. NGC 4565. Yeah. Okay, it's going to find it. I'm just going to center this thing up again. All right, so there's the moon. There's the target. It just crossed the meridian, and there's clouds right in this area here. So I'm going to have to wait it out still some more. Still going to have to wait it out. Get closer to the microphone, it would help. Let's go back to sharp cap. Yeah, the moon's looking pretty good. Looks like that cloud is now basically gone at the moment. Let's bring the gain down a little bit more. A little bit too much. I'll bring up the shutter speed. That Optilong L enhanced filter is blocking out a lot of light. That's why I have the shutter speed up to almost a half a second right there, for 500 meters or 500 milliseconds. And but yeah, well, I have to have this filter on because this moon is so bright it'll obliterate the rest of the sky, and particularly with any moisture up in the sky, it's going to reflect off that too. So that adds to the light pollution. Moon pollution. What does my friend Walter Clayton say? Pull the moon out of the sky and burn it. Well, it does make some interesting views though, doesn't it? Okay, we got this working. So I'm going to bail out of sharp cap. Camera, close camera. Oh, by the way, I did open up this camera. There's the moon up there. See? Yeah. Oh my gosh, look at all those clouds. There's the moon, overexposed, but there you can see all the clouds still passing through. Target's off the moon. Look at it. It looks like the clouds are moving away. All right, go away. Move it. All right, I'm going to close the camera and move the telescope so it doesn't point at the moon all night long. Camera, close camera. Okay, close sharp cap. I don't need that. I'm going to do that in N.I.N.A. I need to keep this open though, obviously. All right, let's go to N.I.N.A. and let's connect everything. So let's see, make sure I got everything. I don't have a filter wheel, so there's no filter wheel. Let's turn that off. Focuser, CPWI focuser. You'll get your options if you have a ZWO focuser, or if you have the Pegasus. I have a Pegasus focuser right there. But this one is the CPWI focuser, so I'm going to go with that. And let's see here. They don't have a rotator to the telescope. That's CPWI. And the guider is going to be PhD2. And it knows where that is. So in case you don't know how to do that, where is that? You go into, I think it is into settings, and right, yeah, in N.I.N.I you go to settings and go ahead and tell it where to find PhD 2. And it's usually in this location, on your Windows computers. See program files 86 PhD 2 guiding to and phd2.exe execute file. That's where you find it, and then you say okay. Then it knows. See, I haven't loaded it yet, so watch what happens now. When I just go, let's go back up to. I like to start on the top. Connect all. Yeah, let's do that. Let's see if everything's plugged in. That's a success. See, now see, it found PhD 2, and it opened it up, and it's on the moon. So let's get this thing off the moon. Let's go to Sky Atlas. Let's go to NGC 4565. Say search. That's it right there. Go to this framing. There's my framing. Let's see if I have the right. Yeah. Okay. Let's slew and center. Let's get it off there. Let's see what happens here. Okay. Let's go into imaging while we're at that. Won't have too far to go because it's pretty close to it right now. Okay. It's settling. Exposing. I'm taking a 7-second exposure because I have that optolong filter on there, which is filtering out quite a bit. So there's the galaxy right there. It's not too far off. All right, what I'm going to do is to help with the plate solving. So I'm going to take out the optolong filter for the moment. I'm going to set it down. Well, set it in here first. And take out just an UV IR cut filter. Stuck. And we'll slide that in like so. All right, see if that does a better job at plate solving. Let's give it a shot. So I just changed the filter from the optolong L enhanced to the UV IR cut, which gives you much more light. So let's see if we can plate solve that. So going into plate solving here, I think it's pretty much on it now. So we'll see. It's going to take a 10-second exposure. It should be fairly obvious. With the galaxy in there. So let's see. Oh, look right here. There it is. Yeah. All right. Imaging. Do we have a galaxy? We have a galaxy. There it is. It plate solved it. Okay. So now I'm going to go back downstairs. Look at the little donut on there. I'm going to go back downstairs and put the filter back in. The optolong filter. I got a lot of light pollution up there from the moon. Okay, so hang on. All right, now I'm beginning to run a couple of test images. I have the gain set up at 250. Unity gain for this camera is 139, but with that optolong filter in there, it filters out a lot of light, so I have to increase the gain. I'm testing the first image will be 120 seconds. With the tracking that I get with the Celestron big telescope here, it makes it kind of tough. I'm right now less than a second of arc off, and there you see, even at 2 minutes, it's a little dim right there. I mean, if I stretch it, you can barely see anything. So I'm going to have to go at least 3 minutes, or else not use this filter. I might have to use another filter. Because I'm already seeing some, let's take a look at the stars themselves. Looks pretty bad. Yeah, look at that. Well, it's out of focus too. I gotta do a focus Well, let's do that right now. Tell you what, I'm going to change filters. I don't think this filter is going to work tonight. Let's go with a moon glow. I have a moon glow filter. Let's do that. So here's the filter. It's the Orion Sky Glow filter. It's good for when the moon is out. And it does cut down quite a bit of light pollution. Not as much as the Optolong, but the Optolong I think is cutting down a little bit too much. So let's put this on and see what happens. All right, I put the Sky Glow filter on. It's a little bit brighter. Let's do an autofocus. That's only 10-second exposure there versus 2 minutes. Let's do an autofocus routine. Let's just start the autofocus and see what happens here, guys. All right, the autofocus stopped. I finished. It's done, and it came out with a value of 29,952, and I was at 29,979. So I was pretty close. Hand focusing just on the moon, but it's a little bit tighter focus now. And of course, let's take a look at the image. You can see those stars are nice and sharp. Yeah, that's pretty nice. Let's do a 2-minute exposure. All right, I'm coming up to the end of the 2-minute test exposure. Let's see what happens here. We're at 58, 59. Let's see what happens. There it is, coming in right now. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I got a donut on the sensor. The flats will take that out, though. Yeah, there's that other galaxy. Has the NGC 4562, I think that one right there. But yeah, let's go with this. The galaxy far, far away. There's the core of the galaxy there. I bet that's a black hole. What do you think? I bet that's a super black hole. I don't know how many stars there are in the Needle galaxy. Let's bring it out just a little bit. That's a big galaxy. I think I read it was much brighter than the Andromeda galaxy, but it's further away, of course. Andromeda is what, 2 million light years away? This is about 40 million light years away. But I got a feeling I'm going to be using 2-minute subs and not 3-minute subs. I would love to do 10-minute subs, but that's not going to happen with this setup right now. The longer the focal length, the more difficult it is to track and to guide. Let's go into sequence, framing, add target to sequence. The simple sequence is good. It's fine enough. Let's try that. And cool camera's on. Unpark mount, well, it's unparked, but it's on. Flip, we've already passed the meridians, so we're not going to have a flip. When we're done, go ahead and warm back the camera and park them out. Okay, so let's go over here. We're going to go with 120. Dither, I'm going to dither every 5. Okay, there's the gain. Instead of 139, we're going to go 300. See what happens. Okay, the offset for this camera actually is 0. There is no offset. Okay. Gotta put a number in there, won't like it. Okay. 90 frames. Alright. And it's almost done with the cooling. I'm going to hit, let's say, I already slew to the target, so I'm not going to do that again. I'm already focused, so I'm not going to do that again. We're just going to say go. Camera's almost reached its cooling point. Alright, we're coming into another image here. Here's what's left of the frosting. Let's see if it goes away now. Yeah, it's pretty clean now, except for that donut, which I'll take out with flats. But yeah, here we go. There's the image right there. Well, it's 11 o'clock at night, and clouds have returned back to the region, but it's only a very thin patch of clouds, as I just showed on the satellite imagery. So I figured I'll just cover up the scope right now and take some darks. I'll also take advantage of the cloud cover. It looks like it's going to be about 20 to 30 minutes worth of cloud covers. And I need 20 darks, and 20 darks at 2 minutes each. That's 40 minutes. So that's a start anyway. I'll get some darks while I'm waiting for the clouds to clear on through. I still should get over an hour's worth of data, additional data, coming in after these clouds pass on through. Well, it's the next day, and thanks for staying with me. It's been a long night, but a fun night and an interesting night. Not everything went perfectly well, but you know, that's astrophotography. You know, if you kind of like this programming and content, you know, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I would appreciate that. If you would like to join, that's even better yet. I would like to thank the few people already who have joined my channel. I really appreciate that in support of this astrophotography and the Heavenly Backyard Garden as well. And thank all my subscribers. I'm just shy of 4,000 subscribers now, trying to get that up to about 5,000 over the next couple of months. Hopefully that'll work out anyway. You know, I was post-processing the images this morning. I have the two. I got the Needle Galaxy and the Eagle Nebula with the Pillars of Creation. It's not perfect, and I need to work on my off-axis guiding. And hopefully that will give me some better guiding throughout the night. Instead of getting those little egg-shaped stars, I should get nice round stars. Well, that's the plan anyway. Well, I rambled on too far and too long, so let's just wrap this thing up right now. The picture's coming up at the end. Hopefully you'll see something in there that you like, or some techniques that you like or don't like, whatever. Leave your comments below. I appreciate all your comments, and I try to answer each and every one of them. So with that in mind, well, I got some rain coming in right now. It looks like the next several nights we're going to have some clouds and some rain in our area. But until then, and in your area, unless you need rain, clear skies, everyone.